Well, Chris, well done on the win. You're my man of the match. I mean, I thought you had a fabulous game. How would you assess the match?
Yeah, I thought everyone played well. Defending from the front, I think it was hard to break down, which I think obviously over the past months that's one thing that we spoke about, that probably conceded too many goals. And then the Brackley game Friday, and then today I think it was really hard to break down, and we did the basics really well. And to be fair to the lads, they ran all over the pitch and to cover some distance. So yeah, that helps me out. And then when they did get a shot on, thankfully I was there.
Last home game was a bit of a disaster for the club, I suppose. 2 sent off and a home defeat, and it felt like you needed a bit of a reaction. Has that come from the manager? Has that come from the players? Were you hurt, the pride?
Well, as a group, including the manager and the staff, obviously after it hurt us, and we just regrouped and said we need to start doing the basics well. And obviously we was away Friday, but this is our first home game since then, and I felt we owed it to put on a good performance at home, and I think we did that. So
how would you assess the season then?
Obviously the past month has kind of been difficult, which is a shame. If you look at, probably would have won picked up half the points that we dropped, we'd still be up there. But I think Friday and now definitely makes our season back alive again, because we've got 5 games to go. You never know, all we can do is just keep focusing on winning the games, and like I say, they put the pressure on the teams above us and see where we go.
I know you're not in any relegation problems, and you still perhaps harbour slight ambitions of trying to get into maybe the playoffs, or certainly as high as you can.
Yeah.
But this club is overachieving, considering what it is. It must be, me personally, I'd be very proud if I was a player of this team for what you're achieving.
Yeah, definitely, and we're a really good group, we're a tight-knit group, everyone gets on, and we just want to do well for each other, really. Like I say, all we can do is last 5 games is just keep doing the right things, try and win as many games as we can, and who knows, we just want to finish as high as we can, and if that means that it gives us a chance of the playoffs, then we're happy. But at the same time, like I say, we kind of know that we are overachieving. We just want to keep pushing and building, because we definitely think we're capable of being up there, and I think we've got that belief, which has helped us all season, really.
What are you balancing in your life to make this work for you? I mean, presumably you've got another job somewhere, have you?
Yeah, so obviously a couple of years ago, like before COVID, I dropped down from full time, and I kind of needed something that I didn't want to give up playing, so I needed something that accommodated my playing. So at the minute I'm coaching part-time at Blackburn, taking like the 13 to 16-year-olds. I've got my badges as a bit of a backup for when I finish playing, but the club are really good with me. They work around that me playing at Curs, and they know that's my priority. So it's really good, and it's really rewarding, because I'm trying to pass on the knowledge that I've been taught to the younger goalies aspiring to be pros. So the balance between them both, I'm really enjoying.
What's your ultimate ambition then? Is it to do more coaching? Is it to be a manager? Is it to achieve things as a player still?
Definitely to achieve things as a player. I know a lot of people are in the same boat, but I feel like I lost 2 years due to COVID, 2 seasons, because I was a league below this, and the season got stopped at that level because they couldn't afford to play without fans. So I feel like this season has helped me build my platform again. I want to get back into the league is my goal, back to a full-time club. Hopefully we can achieve things with this club and get into that league above, and never know where that takes you, just keep pushing on.
So Adam, a hard-fought victory. It showed to me a lot of character. I mean, I was here at the Buxton game. I know there's been a game since then, but it felt like your players dug in for you. They played for you and played for each other today.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a really workmanlike performance. It was a tough game. To be fair, I just said to the players, and after the game, everybody generally has one away game over the Easter weekend. We had to travel to Darlington on Friday, a team that are going for the playoffs. And I think Chorley had Alfreton at home, and then they've come 2 minutes down the road to us. So obviously they've got a deeper squad than us, been able to rotate a little bit more. And I felt probably the longer the game went on, they'd maybe be that little bit fresher and put us under a bit of pressure. But we just had to stand strong and be resilient, defend well. For our organisation throughout the game was incredible, really. They had a lot of possession. Felt we nullified a lot of what they wanted to do, dealt with pretty much everything they they either put up to us, be it crosses, diagonal balls, set plays. In the main, Chris, when he was called upon, made a couple of good saves, and we scored an excellent goal on the counter-attack from one of their corners in the first half. But I felt we could have been more clinical in that first half, and maybe got another goal, might have made it a little bit more comfortable. But really good, workmanlike, performance full of character, as you say. And I'm really pleased with the group of players that we have now. A few players have left the club. But I think everybody in that dressing room has showed the last couple of games that they care, and they're prepared to put a shift in for each other, for the club, and for me and the staff. So that ultimately is all we want at Curzon Ashton. A group of hard-working, honest lads that care and will give us everything. And if they give everything and it's not quite enough, you can live with that. It's when you see people not giving everything and you're not getting the results, that's when it really hurts. So I'm really made up for the lads this weekend in general.
You're right to pick out Chris Renshaw, the goalkeeper, who I thought made a couple of excellent saves. He was telling me about the work that he does. He coaches young players at Blackburn, and obviously he's had to step down from full-time into part-time for now. He still has ambitions to get forward. That's the type of character you want in your team, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah, because everybody should be striving to improve and kick on, and ultimately everybody in the game should be trying to play, work at the highest level they can. So, it's Chris's first season at this level. I think he's had 15 clean sheets now, which is some going. And probably, not just a reflection of some of his performances, but our performances generally as a team. But he's a great lad. He works incredibly hard. He's self-critical. If he makes an error, he analyses. He gets down when he maybe makes an error or two. But he's had a lot more good games for us than bad games. And on Friday at Darlington, he had nothing to do pretty much all afternoon, other than his kicking, his distribution, coupling, catching a couple of crosses, whereas today he's had to work a little bit harder, and that's what the good goalkeepers do. They stay switched on and focused, and when your team relies on them to make important saves at crucial times, that's what they do. And I'm really pleased for not just him but for the whole team.
I know the season's not quite over yet, but you must be very proud of what you're achieving here at Curzon. I know there's ups and downs during the course of a season, but to be where you are now in the league with the resources that you got is a phenomenal achievement, isn't it?
Yeah, I completely agree, and think the lads, the staff, the club generally are doing a fine job this season. Obviously, prior to this weekend, we've had a really difficult and frustrating month where we were just off it individually, collectively. A couple of heavy defeats in that run, but this weekend we've showed, for me, what we should be all about, and that's character, organisation, structure, hard work, team ethic, and the players have got the results and the rewards for applying themselves properly. And probably going into Friday's game, everybody's kind of thinking like the season's over, and then you go and win a couple of games, and there's still them aspirations that everybody has of finishing as high as we possibly can. For me, that's always been the aim. We've been managing for long enough now to know that good runs come to an end, and so do bad ones. And this league is just absolutely ruthless. You can be not doing a great deal wrong and go 10 games without winning, or winning a couple of games in 10, and then you can go 10 games and not lose. And I think that the most important factor for me is that everybody just kind of keeps faith and keeps believing in the group of players and what myself and the staff are doing and the club are doing generally. We all work incredibly hard, and it's good that we've had a positive weekend, and we can now just go into the remaining games and just enjoy them and give everything, and let's just see where we finish.